Welcome back. All right, so the next step is going to be establishing the branches and tree trunk and darks in the earth area. Okay, and we're going to do that with watercolor pencil. Okay, so these are water soluble, and so what we do is I'm just going to do a little demonstration on the table. So saturate the core of the pencil and very lightly drag it. So it feels quite, if you haven't used this before, working with them feels quite different than working with a regular pencil. And we'll want to approach it almost like working with a brush. Just sort of imagine it as a very hard pencil-shaped brush, and it'll be well. I think you'll have some fun with it. So you'll just want to do some really organic, angular shapes. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started in mine. Do a very quick demo, and then you can get started. And so I want to follow the patterns I've established in the previous steps. So there are going to be darker, denser bits that already exist in your work thus far. And so you want to actually just support those with the branches. So just imagine the dark, dense areas as being leaf masses, right? And so we just support those with branches. And I'm also going to establish some stylized, interesting looking roots, okay? And the great thing about working with watercolor pencils is you can work reductively, so we can kind of remove some material where it's a bit too dark or a bit too regular. And another thing to keep in mind is that some of these leaf masses are going to be primarily in front of these branches, okay? So what that means is we don't have to see every branch for the full length of its reach. Okay, now I'm going to take this paper and smooth some of this out a bit. Take out some excess material because I want this to have a sort of broken up, almost ethereal feel, because I feel we've already established that with the rest of the steps, and I don't want the branches to feel like it's just overpowering what we have already going on. I want it to, feel a part of the surface, not resting on top of the surface, but I want it to be embedded into the actual piece. So that feels sort of wet and greasy. It's really an interesting medium. Oh, that's a nice branch shape. That feels very organic. Lovely.
Just don't want it to just happen.
Okay, so we'll want to do the reflection of the tree in the water. So I'm not exactly sure where the shoreline would be. I guess.
I was thinking kind of.
Okay,
Oh,
so this is
that?
sure. So
Okay.
this is reflection, and this is
Yeah.
okay. So you'll want to allow for the reflection of the bank, and then you'll want to start the reflection. Well, you can decide where you want to start the reflection of the tree, but obviously you'll just want to
So
do
I
a
just kind of
reverse
make the
mirror
tree
image. Yeah, so you'll
down
want to
here.
so the roots will start here and then go up from there.
What seems to be other cat?
Well, there may be a feline student joining the group.
It doesn't have to be exact, right? Does it?
No. This is, after all, sort of an impressionistic work.
It's hard for me to kind of copy like upside down.
Yeah, and ultimately we'll be adding some additional visual distortions in the water in the metallic step, just to make it read more like water. So.
Okay.
All right, so
Good enough.
and you can take off some excess material. And it looks especially like you've got excess material in that reflection there. Nice. And did you want to?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay. You can also hit that with a sponge if you want to break it up more.
This one's wet. Okay, that's good.
All right. So the last step, final step, which will complete the work, and I really like the way this is coming together. I mean, it's that last step really helped this emerge. So the next and final piece is going to be adding the metallic content, which sort of is going to unify the full piece. All right, and we've got we actually have 4 different metallic values that we can work with. And so what I like to do is I use this more bronzy color and the deeper green for the tree, and then I use the sort of more red gold for the earth, and then I unify everything with just plain gold. So I'll just do a very quick demo, and for this we need to make sure the sponge has plenty of moisture, but it's not wet. Okay, so I'm going to start with the tree, and I'll go with the dark first, and I'll go with the more bronzy color. And like all of the other steps, I don't want any one aspect to jump out and dominate the piece. So I make sure I go in without too much material. Oops, see, that's what I would like to avoid. There we go.
You're gonna take care of that?
Sorry about that. I'll tell you what, I'll take care of the cat, and you can carry on with that. So there's this material, there's the sponge. that's nice. Now, I think that will be especially nice if you punctuate it with the lighter color. So,
Looks like you have some right there.
I have some right there. I have a sponge right here. I'm just trying to find a part of that. I'll use this one. I just want to find a surface that's not too dangly and loose. Okay. I'm gonna put just a bit of this in the bank as well. All right. Okay, so let me add some material. There you go. So there you go. I'm going to try to keep those shapes nice and broken up, like individual. Think of individual leaves. And you can always break it up further. Yeah, there you go, by using the wet portion of the sponge, just as you are doing. Have you done any painting with a sponge before?
No.
You are catching on.
No. It's fun.
It is fun, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm going to unify my piece with just a little bit of gold. May I use that sponge again? This sponge is emerging as my favorite. There we go. I like to really test the marks extensively before I actually put it on the piece, so that I can make the marks on the piece with some level of intention. So I like the idea of allowing for chaos in the process, and in this piece, in this process, I think we injected the concept of chaos early and often, and I think a piece can benefit from that.
Right.
Especially when you're trying to go for an impressionistic feel. Oh, that's nice. I love that.
Just kind of like that.
Yep. That's nice.
And down here too.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, now there's nice definition happening here. You can really read reflection and bank.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
All right. I think that looks great.
Thank you. Yeah.
If you
I like the shiny.
I do too.
Oh.
If you wanted to add a bit of color to that, you could just let what you have dry, and you could enhance what's going on in the clouds if you like. You could add a bit of sky in some of these more opaque areas of the tree, if you like.
Or like right here, something like underneath.
Sure.
Kind of like that. I'm looking at that there.
Yeah, you could just go in with a small paintbrush, and just use the different cloud values and the orange we have, and do any of those things. Or you could keep it just as it is.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
All right. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next time.
Okay.